Home debut as manager was always going to be a tough one against the league leaders Ross County, but must be disappointed the way the game slipped away from the Pars in the second half.
No, the first half I thought was excellent. Our game plan, obviously bringing Bruce Anderson in, brought a spark to us in our forward play. I was delighted to see him scoring. Not only that, he had a couple of other chances as well, so he's shown that he's got the awareness and know-how to get into positions. But equally that, to the rest of the boys, to a man, I thought we were very good first half. Obviously disappointed to have lost the game, and we could have done better with the goals that we lost.
Yeah, bright first half as you say, and great promise there from young Bruce Anderson. Took his goal well and teamed up well with Fazalel back to you.
No, we played face slightly behind them, and probably one of Face's better games since coming back. It's unfair just to give criticism to the strikers and that. Bruce's movement and awareness obviously allowed Face to look more dangerous as well. And as I say, the first half, you can see that if we play like that more than we don't, that we'll score goals. Unfortunately, when we go into the second half and lose the goal, when it was 1-1, we lost our way in the game and then lost the momentum, and the game became very, very scrappy.
The equaliser went in. At first sight, he looked offside, but I suppose you have to accept the referee's decision and get on with it.
No, I've also looked back at it, and that it was the first thing I done when I went in there. But unfortunately for us, the break of the ball falls and he is onside, so I've no qualms. The linesman's called it right, and as I say, we could have done things better to defend the situation, and likewise with the second goal. But when the game sort of went away from us in the second half, that's something that we've got to get more streetwise. We've got to get better at, and I think that's what showed in the end why Ross County are probably sitting top of the league.
Second goal went in just after you'd made a couple of substitutions, tried to change the formation a wee bit, play one man up front, stiffen the midfield, but wasn't to be.
It was to try and get the overload in the middle with the three. The game, as I say, it just felt like it was slipping away from us. We weren't getting to get on the ball and get quality to the forwards. So we tried to get the overload in the middle of the park. They score a goal, hence the decision to then chuck on the striker again to go back to the 4-4-2. But as I say, that in a way Ross County turned round and they changed their formation at half time. So they've changed formation for a reason, because they knew we were a better side the first half. What we've not done is we've not coped with that. We tweaked at the mid, and as I say, that's something that we tried to rectify with the substitution.
Getting back to Bruce Anderson, he hadn't played for a few weeks, and that maybe caught up with him, and that was unfortunate that you had to take him off.
I think it's a credit to Bruce, the way he went about. You could see the second half that he started tiring. He had been out for a number of weeks up at Aberdeen, but I'm sure we've seen enough to know that he's going to be a good addition to the squad for the coming weeks.
The other signings you've made in the window also featured Ryan Scully, and you brought on Ryan Blair. I mean, obviously the window's closed. Are you still looking maybe at out of contract players, other options?
It would be silly not to. The window's shut. If there's anything that we can bring in, I think the three signings we've made, I'll add quality to them, to the squad. They're good characters. First and foremost, they're good characters. But equally, they're there to be shot at. We're there to be shot at the moment. We're not winning games of football, and that's something that we have to do collectively.
The way the results worked out, it's a missed opportunity. I suppose the teams above you lost as well, but the danger is the teams underneath are picking up points, so it's all getting a bit tight.
Yeah, obviously the results haven't went for us today, but we've got to take care of ourselves. If we perform in the second half to any of the levels that we did in the first half, we come away having, I think we win the game today. So first and foremost, we've got to look at ourselves. We've got 2 weeks now to our next game. We've got to look back at the game, see what was good in the game, equally see what wasn't so good in the second half, and start turning these performances now into wins.
2 week break maybe gives you a chance to bring back players that have been out injured. Louis Longridge, for example, you'll be looking at that. Yeah. And any difference in the training regime over the next 2 weeks till Inverness come to visit?
Well, obviously we'll work away next week and give the boys give them the Saturday, Sunday off to get away from the place. I think it's important, because sometimes when the heads are down, it becomes a difficult situation that you find yourself in. So we'll work hard Monday to Friday. We'll get Saturday, Sunday off, and then we'll build into the next game. hopefully we'll get a few injuries back. Louis Longridge is progressing away well, and Matt Durnan, you know, hopefully swelling in his knee gets better, but he's now back challenging for a place as well.
I know you're a local boy, Stevie. You'll be feeling it as much as the fans here tonight. But a message for the fans, please.
Stick with us. Stick with us. I think they've been great. Listen, it's difficult, you know, to see where we are at the moment. We are what we are at the moment. The boys hopefully gave them something to get behind us in that first half today. We managed to get the monkey the goal off back, but we've lost the game. Not good enough, but equally stick with us. They're a loyal bunch of Dunfermline fans, and I'm sure if we keep working hard, we'll turn the games into victories.
Thanks, Stevie.